YouTube, it's your boy Dennis. Yep, I have high anxiety. PTSD, that's what I got. Anxiety and depression. But I'm here with another video. I'm back. Been away from YouTube for a little while. Gonna do an update video. Thank you video. So for all those that care, I had to downsize. Me and my wife are moving, and we got delayed. Our house is being delayed. The renovations are taking longer than we thought, so it's messed my schedule up. So I've rehomed two of my Oscars for the time being, because they're just actually it's because of my catfish is getting very large. I have a red-tailed catfish, and he or she is getting large. So I moved my filter to the front so I can maintain it a lot better. I put a pre-filter on the bottom to keep the water clean, because the biological load is heavy with these fish in here, and I don't have room for a bigger tank right now. I do have plans of putting them in a 500 gallon pond, indoor pond. When we move, it's just we're being held up, so we have to move. The move is being held up. What you see floating around in there is actually fish food. I just fed them. So that's the update on my fish. I have my red tail, and I have my two catfish, and my bally shark. He's still hanging in there. I don't plan on him being eaten. I don't think them fish are big enough to eat him. He's a survivor anyway. And let me take you over here to the mouth of the South. What's wrong, mommy? My exotic designer American bully who wants all the attention. Myla. So one of the reasons why I've been off YouTube is because I had a problem with my dogs. What happened was this female here lost all of her hair. I don't understand why. So I moved her to the bottom, and I put her mama up here, and then her mama lost all of her hair, and I couldn't figure it out. And what happened was, it was the newspaper. I believe it was the newspaper causing problems with her hair loss. I bought these pads. These kennel pads, washable kennel pads from Walmart. They're actually $10 a piece. They absorb the urine, and obviously I pick up any poop that she poops in here as soon as she poops, and it made a difference. So she's no longer on newspaper. If you watch my other video, she raised her on newspaper with no problems. But then she just started losing her hair. I don't understand it, and she's very vocal. Very vocal. She wants all the attention. She's a character. Beautiful dog. Not for sale. And here's her mama. Come on, Faith. Such a beautiful dog. She had lost her hair too when I moved her up, but she grew it all back. Very healthy. Gonna try to maybe get another litter out of her. I'm not sure. She's only had one puppy. Come on, mama. So you had to ruin every video with your mouth? Seriously? I had this dog outside yesterday to where she couldn't even walk no more. She had to I had to carry her home and exercising her, and she's still, all she wants to do is she wants attention. She's ruining the video. She will not make a noise until I turn this camera on. I'm serious. That's all she does is want attention. She knows she's on camera. She knows it. She knows it's about her. All right, so here's the update, y'all. I want to give a shout out. You know, I got PTSD. I watch YouTube a lot. I'm home a lot. I don't work. I'm disabled. So I want to give a shout out to Adrian P. That's him right there. Adrian P. YouTube channel. He had a giveaway. I watch all of his videos. I could sit here and show you. Scroll down where I watch his videos, and he's a pigeon racer from Michigan, and I always wanted to get into pigeons. So I started watching pigeon videos, and he had a giveaway on his channel, and somehow I ended up winning the giveaway. He was nice to him to send me a bird, because my plan was when we moved is to build a loft and get into pigeon racing as a hobby, because it's something I feel I can do, being disabled and being suffering from PTSD. It's be a form of therapy for me. I watch all these videos and these dudes talk about how therapeutic their pigeons are and this and that, and how all the guys seem to be nice guys, most of them anyway. And so I get on there. And another thing, y'all. Let me show y'all. Let me get to my subscription. Yeah, so that's 1,716 channels that I subscribe to. A lot of different things: farming channels, pigeon channels, a lot of different channels that I have, fishing channels, a lot of different things, a lot of different hobbies. But pigeon racing, if you would go through my YouTube, you would see that I watch a lot of pigeon racing videos, a lot of dog videos, a lot of farm videos. So this guy Adrian, who's a very nice and respected pigeon guy, sent me, I won a giveaway on his channel, and he sent me a bird to start my loft with when I move. I'm sorry, I'm flaking out. My PTSD, I'm flaking out here. Let me get back to his channel here. So I want to give him a shout out. I want to give him a thank you for believing in me. And in these videos, he talks about, like this video here, 2-week video, he talks about the bird that he sent me. And in here, he talks about the bird that he sent me and what it did and everything. So evidently, he had a 500-mile race that he sent like 23 birds to, and only 4 or 5 made it home, and like 7 out of 40 made it home. It was a bad wind that day, and it was 500 miles, and they were young birds. So they're like 4 or 5 month old birds, and they flew 500 miles. And you gotta fathom, you gotta realize what that is. 500 miles, y'all. So out here on my balcony, because it hasn't moved yet, I'm on the process, I have 2 pigeons. So you might say, well, how'd you get 2 pigeons? Well, it was a surprise to me, y'all. He sent me the male, which I call him Mr. 500, because he came back from a 500-mile race when other birds didn't. So here's Mr. 500, and then he sent me a hen to go with Mr. 500. So I call her First Lady, y'all, because that's his wife. And right now, he's the king of the loft, the president. He's the only one I got. And since these are homing pigeons and racing pigeons, and they really don't rehome well, or you take a big liability trying to rehome them, he really has no other value to me but breeding. So I'll be breeding his, I can't like re-race him or anything like that, so I'll be breeding his offspring and racing them. Well, I'll be breeding him and racing his offspring. So plan is we're moving in the next month. We should be gone by at least January. I don't know, December, we're supposed to be gone October 1st, but we got delayed. The house, the guy that's renovating our house got cancer, and everything got delayed. So we're trying to go by January 1st. We should be gone. So I'll have a loft built. As soon as I get there, I'll build a loft, and hopefully I'll be in time for the 2023 club racing. I'll get some young birds from some other lofts and start doing that. But if the worst case scenario, breeding season for the pigeons starts like at Christmas. So I do have to find out how to get some bands. I need to get my own bands for them. But what I'll probably do is if I keep getting delayed in my loft, having trouble building my loft, my plan is to breed these birds, and if I don't club race them, what I'll do is I'll send them to one loft races. Maybe a couple, maybe I'll get 3 rounds out of them. Hopefully, that's 6 babies. So hopefully, and I can send a couple to, maybe the black and gold race. I heard good things about that. There's a guy, I think Little Loft on the Hill does like a small single loft race, something like that. But I owe it to Adrian to, I gave him my word that I'll move forward with these birds or give them back, send them back to him. So I'm going to move forward with pigeon racing, y'all. I'm going to see how my disability, how my PTSD, if it's good therapy for me. I'm going to see if I physically can maintain the upkeep. And I don't think so far it's not been a lot of maintenance. It's not like I got to walk them every day, and it's not been a lot of maintenance, y'all. Just feeding them and watering them. I got them here on my balcony, which is, as far as I know, lofts are outside. They're not heated or anything like that. I do have a windbreak on them. This is just temporary. I do have I put a carpet down right here inside. So if I feel it's too cold, I'll set them inside, right inside the balcony on the carpet. And this is a protected balcony. Don't rain. This balcony it's covered, so it doesn't get a lot of rain at all. I put this up here more for the wind, keep the wind off of them. And First Lady looks good, y'all. She really does. I'm not opening these cages outside because they will fly away. If they get out, they're gone. So when I maintenance their cages, I'll set them inside here on this carpet and shut my balcony door. That way, if they do get out, because the funny story was when he sent me the pigeons, I was only expecting one. He never said he sent me two. So I opened the box and I was stunned for a minute. I was like, man, there's two pigeons in here. Did I get the wrong box? And while I'm sitting there thinking about it, the one First Lady just flew out and was like, I'm gone. She took off, but she was inside. Luckily, I opened the box inside, and I was able to grab her up. And I'm not really used to handling pigeons. People on TV make it look a lot easier than it is on YouTube, because I worried about squishing them with my hands and everything. So I still getting used to handling them, and I don't want to handle these birds outside because I don't want them to escape. But I got a water bowl for him. I got some food in there. This guy, he just splashes his food all around. I don't know if he's looking for something in particular or if he doesn't like it, so he's telling me he don't like it. I am ordering some Burgalaga food. This food I got here is from the pet store. We do have a local pigeon store, but every time I go down there, they're closed. I don't understand that. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to Adrian and a thank you to Adrian P. Anybody who's interested in pigeon racing or interested in pigeon content or anything like that, check his channel out. I will be including my pigeon stuff on my channel going forward. I don't really feel like I should have a channel for fish, channel for dogs, channel for pigeons. When really all these animals are really like therapeutic animals to me and hobbies that I'm very interested in. And now that I'm not working, disabled, and have some mental issues, I have a lot of time on my hands, and I can really invest in the hobbies. When I mean invest, I mean time and energy and effort, just to try to keep me distracted from like a therapy, distracted from everyday life and what. I struggle, y'all. I do. The car accident that I was in has changed my life. So I'm just so glad that my children are raised and they're starting their lives. They're all good, and they can fend for themselves, y'all, because I struggle. And if I had young kids right now, they would be struggling. So with me. So I'm just glad, y'all, that I praise God that this it went the way it did. So I'm thankful for every day I'm here. Every day I'm blessed to be alive, blessed to survive. So I don't want to be ungrateful. I don't want to be a complainer, a crybaby, or anything. It is what it is. Do not feel sorry for me. God has blessed me in more ways than I can count. And all we can do is live every day at a time. Every day is a new beginning. The sun goes down, it comes back up, and that's it. Every day is a new beginning. You have a chance to have a terrible day, and the next day have a beautiful day. you know, God's great gift is giving us new beginnings every day. So, and here's a new beginning for me. I wanted to be moved first. Adrian sent the pigeon quickly. He sent it, so it's here, and I'm dealing with them right now. I wanted to be moved to my new spot before I acquired any pigeons, so I entered the giveaway because I never win anything, and I actually won. So I want to thank him for trusting me and believing in me, and I gave him my word. So my word is what it is. I'll do the best I can with these pigeons and their offspring. They did not come with any type of pedigree. They're from his bloodline and the birds that he breeds. I believe that his uncle is something about his uncle is a good pigeon breeder, and so I do understand it's similar to dogs, the bloodlines. Basically, you want good racing birds because that's what they've been bred to do, and you don't want to just capture birds off the street and try to race them. Their kids, because these they're like show dogs. They're like my bullies. They're like the pedigrees add value to them because they've been being bred for years, generations I should say, generations and generations and generations of birds been bred to get to this point. So this bird is only what, 4 or 5 or 7, I think he said, out of 40 birds that completed the race. Mr. 500 and 500 miles. A lot of people don't even race their birds 500 miles because it's the chances of getting birds back. They have to be good birds. So he's proven himself. Even as a young bird, he's proven that he can compete in a 500-mile race. That he has what it takes. That he's strong. His genetics are there. And just think about that, y'all. They took him 500 miles in Michigan. Well, they might have took him out of Michigan, but he's from Michigan. So they took him 500 miles and dropped him off and had him fly back to his home. And he made it back 500 miles. And other birds, that good genetic birds that are on that level, they didn't make it back to their loss. I'm not saying they died, but they didn't make it back home. He made it. He completed the race, and then he sent me a female to go with it. And one of the conditions was that I put these birds on YouTube and I add them to my channel, which I have no problem doing. But that lets you know that he's not going to send me any trash, because if these birds produce trash and they don't compete at a high level, then it's giving him a bad name. So I'm quite sure these birds are everything he said they are. I'm quite sure that I'm in no position to question him, because I'm just beginning and I have no reason to question him. I believe that this bird is every bit of a foundation bird. That's a foundation couple. That's why I named her First Lady. And I'm quite sure that these birds are going to do me right. I just don't want to mess them up. I want to make... So all you pigeon guys out there that are more advanced than me, if you got any constructive things to say, let me know. If you just want to be negative, then go somewhere else. We're not about that. We're all about learning and doing things the right way. This setup is very temporary. I believe they have enough room. I am going to get them some more hay. I clean their boxes out here like once a week. They're little pigeon boxes. I want to fill up with hay. Give them like a nest, because give them a nest and stuff. Try to keep them warm as I can, as they can. And yeah, December 25th is when breeding season starts, I guess. So I got them where they can see each other, and I hear them cooing at her, but I just don't want them to keep breeding and breeding until it's time. So yeah, thank you to Adrian for trusting in me and helping me with my quest to get into the pigeon hobby. I'm on a fixed income, so I believe these birds will probably be worth anywhere from $200 to $500 a piece. So just getting a head start would be great, and I appreciate it. And like I said, Mr. 500 is the male, and First Lady The band number on him is 1037, and her band number, I believe, is 1071. I believe she's a 22 bird also. He's a 22 bird. And yeah, we're going forward. We're going forward in the pigeon hobby, pigeon racing hobby. I wanted to start off 20 years ago, but I had kids, you know, and I did fall down the other day. This is what my leg looks like. Just so y'all know. For all y'all, I'm just gonna show you that life is real, y'all. Disability is real. Car accidents are real, but God is greater than all that. Peace and hair grease.